opportunity is confidence and belief in self. He has it in full measure, and he utilizes it very well, carrying it out onto the field and leading his team.
And he's brought down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
He's got time in the pocket. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Shorts has got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Now back to throw. Underneath to Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
I think sometimes when you've had some rocky days as a starting quarterback in the NFL, people start to focus in on what you can't do or what they perceive you can't do. For Robert Griffin III, I say you remember what he can do and utilize those skills and strengths. And I think you've got a legit starting quarterback in the NFL again.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Paoli Kikaha with a tackle. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They go play action. Griffin. He's got the completion to Strong. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
second down. Griffin. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. To throw again is Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Play clock winding down. 4th down. Here's RG3. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They come out here in the eye. To throw, McCarron. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. McCarron. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back with more Draft Champions on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Desmond Bryant in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jelani Jenkins in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot of...
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end Tammy. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is incomplete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to the booth right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now it's Griffin, eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Tremendous coverage there.